What's up YouTube? Eastern PA Fishing here. The date is March 26th and today we have something a little different for you. I usually do mystery tackle box unboxings on this channel, but today with us we have the Outsider Tackle Box and the Outsider Tackle Box Referral Box. This is a new online subscription. I'm checking these guys out. Trout season is less than a week away, so I got 2 trout boxes. I'm going to open these guys up. I'm going to talk to you about the products in them a little bit, and then I'm going to give you my opinion. And is this box actually better than mystery tackle box? You decide. Let's get right into it. Eastern PA Fisher. Scenery of this little creek here. There unfortunately isn't really too many fish biting today, so I figured I'd open up these boxes. Hope the lighting doesn't suck. Alright, let's start out with the actual Outsider Tackle Box, not the Referral Box. Oh wow, we have a bunch of stuff. I opened these up already, obviously you can see that. The one was like cut right down the middle. But let's get right into it. Little Outsider Tackle Box, outsidertacklebox.com. Look up the eye fish, send us a photo of your fish eye for a chance to win free stuff. www.outsidertacklebox.com. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram. I am an Outsider sticker, dope little sticker. I'm gonna be slapping that on the wall. Now there is no bait card for this box. Like I said, this is a newer online subscription, so they might not have just set that up yet. So let's start it out. Right off the bat, Uncle Jose, floating trout nuggets, natural, little rainbow trout on there. Don't eat these, not for human consumption. $3.09. Moving right along, next up, we have Bradley's Bait Spray, Professional Bite Enhancer, not intended for human consumption. Do not spray in your eyes, nose, or mouth. Fish not included, obviously. Anyway, it's a little bait spray, no scent, it's just amino acids. I guess this actually isn't an attractant, it's a bite spray, so it's a bite enhancer. Okay, moving right along. I'm gonna get to some of the more interesting stuff in a little bit. Mealworms, dried mealworms for $5. I usually don't use live bait or dried bait or whatever these are. They look like they're not really that dry. They're actually kind of a little juicy. But yeah, you could definitely smoke some trout on these guys. They will love these. And they're nice size too. A lot of the mealworms you get are like a little like small. These are nice size, juicy. This is a cool one. These are Zombie Baits green lugworms, 100% natural and 100% proven. Freeze dry, just add water. Attracts salt and freshwater fish. Zombie Baits green lugworms. Fill this packet with fresh water, soak for 15 to 30 minutes until fully hydrated. Empty the excess water. Hook soaked worms as seen. Leave a small tail for lifelike movement, as you can see right there. And you're ready to fish. You get a ton of these guys. They kind of look like bloodworms, and they have a little packet. Okay, so they have, these are the green lugworms, that's what they look like. They have bloodworms as well, those are those, and ghost shrimp. Those are pretty freaking sweet. Yeah, no mess, no hassle. Once again, these are not for human consumption. I would not, suggest eating these. Probably make you pretty sick. Even though it doesn't say that on here. Do whatever you want, But I didn't suggest it. Next up, from Phoenix Rod and Bait Company, we have, they don't say what these are, but they're just a little hooktail worm. These are definitely going to catch some trout. I'm really excited about these. This is a 20 pack. Yeah, this is a 20 pack. There's a lot in here. There's a good amount of baits for, only $5, but yeah, these are sick. Let me bust these guys out. You will definitely catch trout on these. Trout will just gobble these guys up. Hook them with a small little hook. You can pretty much fish these any way you want. Trout, stock trout will gobble these down. Okay, I'm not sure if this one was actually supposed to be in here. This is probably for lake trout, not necessarily stock trout. I mean, I guess you might be able to get some stock trout on this, but if you're like fishing a lake, it's really deep. Just a huge spoon, but it's super light. So it's probably a flutter spoon, probably sinks like really nice and slow. TS Solely Tackle Box, $6 spoon. That's a pretty cool spoon. It's really big. I don't know if I'd be throwing this for stock trout around here in like little creeks or whatever. That's pretty sick bait. You might be able to use this for some bass, some largemouth. Next up, from the South Bend, this is called the Hurt for $7. Kind of like a little crankbait, jerk bait. You can really pretty much fish this however you want when it comes to stock trout. They'll gobble this thing down. Any type of motion where you just like flick it across the water, trout will just come up and slam this guy. You can fish it like that. You can probably just straight swim it in as a crankbait, bang it on some rocks, let it pause. It suspends. So this won't sink, it won't float, or I mean it will float, but it'll very, very slowly float. So yeah, this is a good one. This is a really dope little bait. Last but not least, in the actual box itself, we have the Worm Rival Spin. Look at this guy. It's got a double little hooks in there. I've actually never fished anything like this. Crappie bass, bluegill, trout, perch, catch more fish. You can pretty much use this for anything. $3.99. And that's pretty cool. It's just like a little spinner with a little soft plastic on the end there with dual hooks. I'm definitely going to try this and see if I can catch anything with it. Alright, now let's move on to the referral box. So my buddy Big Rig Outdoors, he actually found these guys and he told me about them and he referred them to me, so I got a referral box as well as he got a referral box. The one I chose was also trout. So let's open this guy up and see what we got. I'm telling you, this referral box is looking dope. First off, we have an awesome little pumpkin seed rooster tail in here, 1/16 of an ounce. I absolutely am in love with this rooster tail. You will catch a ton of trout on this. Stock trout love these colors. I'm gonna catch so many fish with this thing. The Warden's rooster tail. There's no prices on these since it was a referral box. I don't know how that exactly worked out, but they just didn't put them on there. Moving right along. Oh, here's one. $4.99, $5. We have Yum Trout Krilla. Supercharged, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's just some power bait deal. You know, roll it into a little ball, put it on a very small hook with very light line. Make sure it's fluorocarbon if you're fishing for trout or you won't catch them. And yeah, just cast it out there and wait for the trout to bite. This is awesome. That's a whole thing right there. This is from a referral box too. I didn't have to pay anything for the referral box. Next up, we have Bite On Garlic Scent. You can literally put this on anything and it'll make it smell like, oh yeah, like garlic. Personally, I'm not like a big fan of garlic scented attractants. Not when I'm fishing for trout, because a lot of other people will be using this and the trout will know not to bite on that after a while because they get punished every time they eat something that smells like garlic. Garlic is not a natural scent in water, therefore, I don't know, but that's dope. You know, you got some garlic scent, you know, from when you're fishing for, you know, some catfish or some largemouth bass during the summer. You can save whatever you don't use for when you need it. Next up, I love these guys. Blue Fox, we have the Vibrix Shallow. This is another dope little inline spinner, but they have the Vibrix little grinder in there. Sends off a ton of vibration in the water. If it's like real murky, it rains a lot in the spring and the water gets real murky and the trout can't see so well. So this is something you would want to throw when it's muddy water, and this will show up just fine. The fish will see it and they'll slam it. We got another sticker, another luck of the eye fish. Check these guys out. I'm telling you, some good stuff in here. Next up, from Lindy, we have the River Rocket number 3. Look at the shape of this crankbait. Dope little crankbait. I think this will actually only go down to a certain depth. This is definitely something you'll want to be throwing in faster running waters. Perfect colors, nice little spots on there, red eyes. You can actually definitely catch a ton of bass on this thing too. Oh, did you guys see those carp? So a brief little interlude there, interrupted by the carp. If you guys just saw that, I tried to show you. But yeah, this crankbait is awesome. The colors on it are sick. The design is just like crazy. Nice big trebles. Nice big trebles for a small crankbait. Usually when you get a smaller crankbait, you don't get that. But this is the real deal, people. This is gonna catch some trout. This will definitely catch some bass. Whatever's biting, probably panfish will eat this, you know, sunfish, whatever. Moving right along, from Lucky Strike, we have some trout worms. Dope little trout worms. I mean, you don't really have to say much about these. You just put them on a very tiny hook, very light line, maybe a little split shot, you know, so you can actually cast the thing. And yeah, trout will slam these. You can catch a ton of fish with these. Just float this down the rapids and they'll just come right up and eat it. Awesome. Just a reminder, everybody, this is a referral box. You know, this was the one that was for free. Last up from the referral box, we have Trout Magnet Phantom 100% fluorocarbon 2-pound line. This one I'm actually like really excited about. I've never seen this line before, trout magnet line. If you are using trout magnets, this is what you're going to need to use. You're going to need to use light pound tests so you can actually cast those things. They don't weigh anything at all. And if you're not using something like this, good luck casting them. I have a ton of trout magnets, and I'm glad I finally got some of this stuff. One thing about this is you never get line in any of the other online subscription boxes. I've noticed that. And that's something I've always wanted to get. If you're fishing for trout, one thing you are going to need is fluorocarbon line. Monofilament just won't work as well. It's a waste of your time. Just go straight to the fluorocarbon. I guarantee you will catch more trout than you ever have in your life if you haven't ever used it before. And that's the deal, people. So there you go, guys. I arranged it all nice there for you so you can see that's everything from both boxes. You didn't get all this in one box, but this is from the regular box and the referral box. As you can see, it's just a ton of stuff, a lot more in one box than you get from any other online subscription that I've been subscribed to. I tried Lucky Tackle Box. I am still subscribed to Mystery Tackle Box. I don't think I'm going to stop getting those guys. But look at all this stuff. About 16 different things in there. I might have miscounted or not counted one, whatever. There's a coupon for your first box. I'll put that down below. It's Fish More. It's just Fish More. That is the coupon code, and you can get your first box for $8. So I got all this tackle for about like $8. You know, you get $10 off for the coupon code. They do charge shipping, but I mean, it's totally worth it. Everything you get here is, oh my gosh, there's about like $60 worth of tackle right here, and I got that for about $9. With a referral, all you have to do is refer this to a friend, and if they get a box, all they have to do is put your name down below, and they will get a box, and you will get a box. These guys are still small. They're trying to grow. So if you would please check them out, Outsider Tackle Box. Definitely go to outsidertacklebox.com. I'll put a link in the description below where you can get your own. So there you have it, everybody. That is the Outsider Tackle Box and the Outsider Tackle Box referral box. I think this is a great product. So is it better than Mystery Tackle Box and some of the other online subscription boxes out there for tackle? I don't know. You tell me. One of the things I noticed in here was there was stuff like power bait and other types of, like, you know, worms and stuff that, you know, a lot of people may or may not want to get. Some people just get these subscription boxes for the hard baits and the lures themselves. They don't want to fish stuff like that. I don't mind getting that stuff. I'll use it. Some people like that. Either way, this box just came with a ton of stuff, a lot more than any other subscription box. Some people buy these boxes to get like the deals on like the different products, and if you're looking for that type of deal, this box is probably the box for you. You spend the least amount of money and you get the most amount of things. Get the best deal on lures that you possibly can with this box. You get more stuff than some of the other ones. This is my first Outsider Tackle Box, and they are a newer company, so who's to say if their stuff is going to, you know, consistently stay this good, or if it's not going to be, you know, this good next month. But we're going to stick with them for another month or two, keep checking it out, and if I like it, I might switch over from Mystery Tackle Box to Outsider Tackle Box. I think it's a pretty good deal. All these online subscription boxes are awesome. I think it's a great idea. Anyway, Eastern PA Fishing here. This has been the first Outsider Tackle Box unboxing. If you like this video, make sure you do so below. Subscribe to my channel. It helps me out and the fish like it as well. Eastern PA Fishing here, coming at you. Keep on fishing.